Hey there everyone, this is LuckySevenDX and welcome back to Let's Play Okamiden. In the last episode we started the ice room, ice cave thingy with Manpuku, who I almost called Momoko. I've been watching too much Nagisa apparently. How weird. But we have come to Umami, who is talking about, apparently she doesn't notice us even though she's looking right at us. She's apparently gathering food to make a feast for Orochi. Makes sense, I suppose. I mean, it's sort of like Orochi's giant ass freezer. But basically, and this is, I'll print this guy's named Aji, and also Master Chef, which looked like Master Chief, and I read that as well. I was like, oh, it's Master Chief? Okay, but no, Master Chef. Over there, apparently, and this is kind of a plot important, rather convenient that they just decided to discuss this randomly. They hide the amber deposits, and this amber is apparently special, and she's going to mention it in a second, where, the amber can, go ahead and say it, undo any magical barrier, including Orochi's magical barrier guarding the Moon Cave. So if we get said amber in the Ice Cave, we can actually enter the Moon Cave. How convenient for the plot that everything just happens to be in place and that they keep the weakness to the Moon Cave in their freezer, which is not in their thing. Why do they have to take a boat to their freezer? I don't know. That'd be really awkward if you had to take a boat to your freezer. If your freezer was in an entirely different area. That's just not convenient, Orochi. This is not very good house planning. You should probably figure this out a little bit better. Just in that, I guess like mass food storage. I mean, that's not, obviously like store a supermarket in your home, but I don't know. So we have our goal. We need to find the amber to get rid of the barrier at the Moon Cave. So that's our plan of the day, and that's precisely what we're going to do. However, this video, as you're going to soon find out, is going to be obnoxious because I kid you not. Probably the majority, I'd say about 4/5 of this video, is going to be solely the next room. The most awful room ever. Just, oh my god, I hate this thing. It's just so obnoxiously long and boring to get everything in this room. I mean, it's really fast if you just go through it really fast, but if you do it, if you want to get everything, it just takes a long time. Because basically what you have is these cannons. You have a bunch of different islands and cannons, and each path will lead you to an island, and you have to complete whatever is on that island to unlock the cannon to the next one. So, obviously, all these islands have different treasures on them. You can already see like 3 of them on the screen at once, so you need lots of these. And I accidentally burned that guy. Did not mean to burn you. Come on, come alive. I can't go anywhere till I kill you, because you do have to fight all these guys. And because they are plot mandatory, that means I will have to show them off, as per my rules. So, there's a lot of enemies on this area. Expect several battles. I want to say like almost 10 battles in this episode. It's going to be mostly battles and cannons, basically, for the next 16 minutes. Not the most exciting episode, I will admit right now. But unfortunately, this room just does take that long, and it just has to happen because of that. It's just the way it works, apparently. So the first one, an ice beast. Nothing too surprising. We fought a bunch of these last episode as well. So ice beasts are not anything too special. We've dealt with these kind before, and we will deal with them again right now, just by the usual way of, well, he actually got up. I was hoping he'd be dead, but unfortunately not quite yet. Go on to your little prancing, but there we go, and boom, dead. So we'll go ahead and use Inferno, get ourselves Demon Layers. I mean, the nice news is we'll get a lot of Demon Layers for this. We'll definitely have enough to get everything we need. And after the ice room, I will go ahead and quickly grab everything before we head to the point of no return. Kinda crazy. So very soon we will be at the point of no return in the game. That just mind boggles. We're almost done already. Holy crap. Then again, I say already, it's almost been 50 videos. So my longest project was like only a few over 50. I think Bowser's Inside Story is going to sort of pass that with the extra videos though. But long project, guys. Then again, the other one I'm currently doing right now, Pokemon Heart Gold, that's going to surpass it by a mile. So much for long projects. But at this point, for half of you who watch this, it's already irrelevant. So, whatever. But, as you can see, more cannons will form where you're going to get some treasures. My strategy for doing this, and I'm going to show my strategy for going through this island efficiently, this whole island hopping section. I like to clear everything up to this point on the right side. So if you just keep going right up to this point. This one actually doesn't have anything except just a way to get ink back. At this point, I actually go back in here, and I'm going to head back to the very beginning, and actually go on the left path instead. There's a reason for this, and that's because those islands that we haven't gone to on the right side, we can easily access them from a certain point, and you'll see what happens when we reach the end of the island. There's like a sort of a special thing to get backwards, because there's not always these backwards shooting cannons. In fact, in the second half, there's only forward shooting cannons. So the way you get to the rest of the stuff is actually a little bit unique. You'll see what I mean later in a little bit when I get to the end of the islands. There's a reason why I did this way. In the end, basically, there's 4 different ends to this island hopping path. So, like, you start here, you end in 4 different places. So, if I kept going, I'd reach an end, but then it would be a bit tedious backtracking. I like to get the backtracking done right away, and now we don't really have to do any backtracking. We can just keep shooting forward, and then we'll eventually get to a point where that cannon will shoot us back half away. And we'll be able to access the second half of the right side through that, if that makes sense. Anyway, stray bead, nothing too special. We'll go ahead, light ourselves on fire again, shoot out of the cannon. Why couldn't we have done this for Manpuku but later? We had to use Vine for that. I mean, thank goodness they don't make you do that. If we had to do Vine on top of all this, my god, that would be obnoxious, and you use it for ink so fast, so thank goodness they didn't do it for this thing. But, yeah, so this time I'm going to go all the way around the left side here. Just going to hug the left side. I'll do the inner left side, then I'll do the inner right, or the outer right side, then the inner right side. I think that's how I'm going to end up doing it. Something along those lines. We'll see how I go. But we can go ahead and skip this one. As you can see, the treasure chest on the other side is cursed. We'll have to fight an enemy there soon enough, but we'll get back to that one soon. For now, we're going to fight this enemy on this island over here instead. So, I burnt him again. That's annoying, because now I just have to sit here and wait. Normal burning scrolls can be a good thing, so you can avoid them, but not when I actually need to fight them. Come on. Come on, come back to life so I can kill you. That makes perfect sense. Come back to life so I can kill you. Indeed, guys, indeed. But, these guys, well, I mean, you technically could have fought these enemies outside in Shinshu Field from 100 years ago, back in the past. But, we have the red version of these clay soldiers, so we have a red clay soldier instead of a green one. Like their red counterparts and the red old demon and the red new demon, basically, or the red old imp, the red new nymph, I guess we'll call them. Nymph? The red new nymph, yes, I completely said that right. They will block your attacks with their sword, and you have to kill them then, you have to kill them after you power slash their sword. So we'll quickly finish this guy off. If you draw a bomb, just like the green one, you'll get a prize. It'll be a demon liver this time, not a demon skin. So these guys are worth putting a bomb under. So, because demon livers, always a good thing. So that's the plan there. Quickly finish him off, and now we can go ahead and move on even more. So there's another new enemy for you guys, the red demon, the red clay soldier, I think it's called, something like that. It's clay something or other. I'm gonna call it the red clay soldier for now because it's easy to remember. Anyway, gonna continue on the outer path here. What do I even say during this episode? I burnt him again! Ah, that's obnoxiously annoying. This whole episode is going to be obnoxiously annoying. My goodness. And of course, I chose the worst time to record. I can feel my voice already dying because I spent like I spent the entire night talking to people. So now my voice is like, hey, screw you, man. But we'll power through this, guys. I mean, we're already through 8 minutes, not bad. Just more of these guys. We already know how to fight them. Just I took damage. I hate taking damage. That's a little annoying. But we'll just go ahead and kill the green one first because he's easier, and then we'll deal with the red one with get the whole sword interruption thing, and we'll deal with that accordingly. Accordionally, if you're musically inclined, I guess. That's fire. It's not what I intended to do, but apparently it makes him lower his guard for a little bit, which is kind of cool. But I get the feeling, yeah, of course, he's going to put his guard back up. We'll go ahead and power slash him properly this time. No more of Manpuku's head fire. Manpuku, you're just so weird, dude. You are really freaking weird. I mean, you're a cool guy and all, but you're kind of weird. Anyways, that guy's down, so he's dealt with. And we can move on to this crazy cannon room. The longest, most obnoxious room ever. We're not even through a fourth of it yet. Just crazy ridiculousness, like I said. It's just kind of silly. But these end paths will have some pretty good treasures, so it is worth your time. By pretty good treasure, I mean a Spirit Ink S. Obviously a very good treasure, but no, this one's actually really good. It's a Masterpiece, Part 5. So we got ourselves Masterpiece 5.8. Ooh, more Masterpieces left only. Holy crap. But we actually reached the end here, so if we wanted to, we could continue going. And you know, if we did, there would be no penalty for doing so. We actually wouldn't miss anything if I did just continue going forward now, because the Masterpiece is the most important thing to get. Everything else is not 100% necessary, because we would have gotten it in some other way, shape, or form already. But what happens if you go to this cannon at the end? It'll take you to a cannon in the middle, and this middle one will rotate, and this will let you get to any of the 6 adjacent items. The 6 adjacent islands. There we go. And from there, we can go ahead and, we'll be able to get to this part of the island, of the right side here. Or no, we're doing the left side. I mean, the left side. Well, we can actually get to the right side here from the treasure chest that we missed, and then go forward from there. So that's good. That's why I went there. That's why I only went so far on the right side, because we can access every other part of the right side from that middle cannon. But we'll go ahead and finish the left side off first, the inner left path instead, which means we need to fight this guy. One of these giant skeleton guys, they're back. We can fight them with Manpuku. So I thought the last one was already there. No, there's still this one. Well, there's technically going to be another one too, because there are basically at some point later, we're going to be pretty much fighting almost every enemy we've seen in the game. The game kind of does a segment like that. So we'll see this guy again, but this is one of the last ones. We'll go ahead and quickly take down his fire from here. Nice and easy. And then we'll go ahead and I'm going to try to get the bomb here and finish him off in time. No, that one was too early. I thought he would take one hit. He took two. I didn't have enough time to get the bomb off in time, which kind of sucks. But who cares? We did Soul Saki. We don't need any of the demon skins anyway, so it's completely irrelevant. We have more than enough demon skins right now. We have so many demon skins. More demon skins than we can even handle. And but we'll go ahead and do that. We'll get ourselves a pearl. Like I said, you get a pearl automatically. We'll be getting that next episode automatically, so pearl's nothing significant. Like I said, it's the end ones that are really the best options. The end ones of these. So, but we'll be finding a lot of treasures and one other special little prize, but you'll see the special prize when we get to it. For now, we'll take this inner path here. As you can see, it's just going to be one with those little flame things. I'll just fight a bunch of those, get them out of the way, and then we'll get a treasure to appear for doing that. So, kind of wait for them to spawn. Just kill them leisurely at a leisurely pace here with our feather sword, and there we go. So only two of them. We'll go ahead and get the treasure here, and from there we can go ahead and start the whole process over once again. How exciting! But it's a tiger figure, so if you haven't got a tiger figure before, I think there was one. Was there one? I think there was one on the Thundercloud, and that's a place you can always go to. So I mean, there's really you don't really need the tiger figure. And in case you guys are wondering, I didn't mention this. This is a one-time only place. You can never come back here once you're finished with it. So just like the 5-story pagoda and the underground ruins, you only have this one shot to get all the items. If you miss any of these items, you're screwed. So make sure you do not beat the ice cave before you're done with the soul section. Unfortunately, though, you're kind of the way it kind of works, though. There are things you can really easily miss. This is kind of a point of no return, actually. If you move past this area, I'm pretty sure anything you get after this area is you can't go back from it. So once you leave this room, there's no going back. You'll be stuck with this. But anyway, so make sure you get everything you need to get from the ice cave before you go past this room, which is why you need to do this room, all at once, which is kind of stupid. But we'll use Hurricane or Whirlwind or whatever it's called. I think it's Whirlwind, actually, not Hurricane. And we'll do a lot of damage to these guys. I've shown the strategy of using Whirlwind on these guys before. It really does wipe them out really fast. Really fast and easy. Whirlwind's such a good strategy against these guys, the Spark Beasts. Definitely recommend it. But we can quickly finish them off, use a Gale Storm to get ourselves a couple more Demon Livers. I'm pretty sure I have over 15 right by now. And or over 20, because I had 5, and I'm pretty sure I've picked up 15 by this point in the Ice Cave. Or if not, I will be, through this whole island hopping thing. But just in case I don't, we'll just keep getting more, and then we'll see what happens. Anyways, an Infinity S, nothing too special, but it's not a horrible item if you, especially later on in this dungeon, we're gonna have a moment where you might have a little bit of ink pressure. So an Infinity is not a horrible item to have. I burnt the scroll again. Darn it, that is obnoxious. Oh well, we'll just wait for him to spawn. We'll fight this guy, and then we can go to the outer path, and we can just go to the inner path, and from there we'll be done. So, not too shabby. We're almost there already. So, almost. But first we have to fight yet another Ice Beast. How freaking exciting. Not really. We fought so many of these guys before, it's not even entertaining anymore, really. But we'll go ahead, just slash him, get frozen accidentally, take damage, lower our ranking, because we're just bad. No! That was a proper win. Come on, brush skills, work properly. Thank you. Knock him down, unfreeze, and they'll be able to hopefully get enough damage on him to finish him off, or get pretty close to it. Usually, especially because the Feather Sword, the only problem with the Feather Sword is that that attack where he sends Manpuku flying in the air. I'm not sure if it's only Manpuku or not, but it wastes so much time that it gives the enemy time to recover, which really sucks, because it means I can't kill these guys in one go. Which is unfortunate, but luckily the time value is really generous. So as long as you don't dip around too much, you can get easy full rank time. And from that, your score won't be too crappy. I mean, it's a not bloomed tree, which is not that great, but what can you do? I'm wondering what my end game score is going to be, because it gives you an end game score for your total scores throughout the game. It does give you an end game one at some point, so I'm really curious to see what it's going to end up being. Whether or not it's going to be good or not, we'll see. I'm kind of curious. And for once, I didn't burn this guy. I was very careful not to burn him this time, and we were successful. We were successful. I cannot talk for shit tonight. But another Spark Beast, once again, Whirlwind. Easy strategy to go there. Go ahead and take this guy down real fast. And from there, come on, no, you're supposed to get knocked out. No, he ran out of Whirlwind time. Darn it. That's obnoxious. Come on, fall down. There we go. We can just kill him from here now easily enough. You kind of have to back off a little bit on the Whirlwind, because, well, no, I don't know why he didn't go there that time. It's kind of a little weird that he didn't end up going flying in the air, but, what can you do, I guess? What I'm just going to do, I'm just going to draw a wind, because he's so low at this point that just wind, boom, dead. And actually, I think I just got the, I just got the Demon Livers from that wind, so there we go. Multitasking with the wind, like a pro. That's what I like to see. But there we go, there's Spark Beast down. Unfortunately, I'm not getting anything for partner help, which just sucks. It's so hard to do partner combos, especially the Glaives. So I guess, Glaives are really powerful, but in the end, I guess you could technically get a better ranking if you were a master of the Rosaries, or the other one. I don't remember the other one. I always forget the names of the weapons in Okami, and it really bugs me sometimes. The Rosaries and the something, whatever the other thing was. The mirrors, the Divine Mirror, Truth Mirror, all that stuff. The original weapon. What we had at the very beginning, those weapons. I'm pretty sure you can easily get partner help, the partner help score, if you're using those weapons. I just like the Glaives though, because they're really strong, and I just like the way the Glaives fight. So they're just my preferred way of playing Okamiden. Just personal preference, I guess. Anyway, one more island we need to take care of. It's just this one over here. So we're gonna go ahead and fire our way across there. Make sure you're very precise with the rotation. If you don't aim straight at it, if you go at an angle, you're not gonna make it. You're gonna fall in the water, and then you'll take damage. You have to do the whole middle cannon thing all over again. So make sure you do well. Anyway, as you saw earlier, those chests on the right, one of them had a lucky coin. So if you hadn't had 5 lucky coins at this point, there you go. You have a chance for a lucky coin right there. That's always good. So you can go ahead and grab that lucky coin if you need to. But that's the 8th lucky coin, the 8th and final lucky coin. We will no longer find any more of our coins. And then in that island over there, we had Dragon Fossil, which if you didn't get the Dragon Fossil earlier, here's the second chance to get a Dragon Fossil. But the earlier one's easier in my opinion. Like I said, treasures that we already have and lucky coins which you don't need, because there's no reason to get all 8, you only need 5 of them. And also, this guy's going in lightning mode, which makes it really easy for us, because we can just use our Hurricane, or keep calling it Hurricane this episode, our Whirlwind, or take this down. I'm going to make sure you knock you down with this. Bam! He just fell down. I'm kind of running a bit low on ink, though, as you can see. This part of the game really does strain your ink quite a bit, surprisingly. But at least I got a partner hit off for once. That rarely seems to happen. We'll go ahead and win this guy across, though. Hopefully finish him off, yes! And then we can, he was lightning before, so he didn't change his element yet, so wind should work. There we go. 3 easy Demon Livers, always a good thing. And we'll be able to stock our ink back up a pretty decent amount there. But yeah, like I said, the Masterpiece is the only thing that you really need to get. Everything else is treasures and lucky coins and stuff that you don't really need to get. Because, like I said, you don't need all 8 lucky coins, you only need 5. And we already had 5 for a long time now. But, it's kind of stupid to have that entire episode be one room. So we'll do this one room as well, and then we'll call it a video. This room is basically all about the whole melting ice things. And that was a horrible jump. I am bad, and I should feel bad. And of course, the ice thing just barely leaves. That was a horrible jump. That was kind of a derpy fail right there. But you need to basically ride this ice flow as long as you can, and then jump off to the side when it runs out, and then wait for a new ice flow to come take you. And I did that same jump again. What the heck, Lucky? Learn how to platform, and once again, I missed it again. This is just kind of being a little silly. Come on, we're gonna get it right this time. 3rd time is definitely the charm, guys. Doing it right now. I'm focused. I'm in the zone, and jump. See, was that? I still almost ended up in the water. Why is that jump so weird? I think it's because the camera angle just sort of changes suddenly there. Kind of throws you off. Sometimes the camera can be really weird in this game. But anyway, you want to go ahead and take this thing as far as possible. You can usually make it to 2 things, past 2 pit stops, or whatever you want to call them. 2 ledges before the ice thing runs out. You could probably even make 3 if you tried, but there's no reason to. Barely, almost missed that one there. Now, what happens there? You saw there was ice there. This is really dickish, Capcom, or whoever made this game. Really dickish, because if you melt that ice flow, and it looks like you should melt that ice flow, because we've been used to melting stuff with what's his face, Manpuku. If you melt that, you actually do not get that masterpiece. You need to not melt it. Very important. But this is LuckySevenDX signing out. Stay tuned for the rest of the Ice Room. Bye-bye.